Hello and welcome everyone back to another cast by me, District Starcraft. It's actually been a while since I produced a single cast, but it's been due to the low number of replays submitted to cast it actually on Reddit, of course. But today we're going to have a CVC on the map Way Station, and let's introduce our players, shall we? In the top left side we have our red Zerg player Pericles, I suppose, Pericles. That's what we're gonna go with, from the clan NFLG. And in the bottom right side, we have our blue Zerg player, asdasdasd. Of course, it's the three letters on the keyboard right next to each other on the left side there. ASD. He's gonna be called Asd, and we have Pericles. Okay, that's what we're gonna go with. So CVC on Way Station. Of course, Way Station is quite an interesting map. You have two different spawn positions which can create a lot of different games. Of course, you can spawn over here and over here, which gives you a bit of a shorter map. But this time we have the long spawning positions, which allows for very long, heavy macro games. We've seen a couple of TVCs with Swarm host that's gone for a long time on this Way Station. But since CVC is quite a fast-paced matchup, we got Zerglings with their fast movement speed and stuff going around, and creep spread with a lot of increase in speed due to the creep. It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to pan out. We have a spawning pool going down at about the same time for Pericles and asd. But the difference is that asd has actually got his geyser up, which of course tells me perhaps some early aggression with early link speed, perhaps some banelings, and we see no expansion coming down from asd. So Pericles is in a better economic position compared to asd, but asd can apply a bit of pressure. Since it's such a big map, as I stated earlier, it can be quite difficult to apply pressure, but we'll see how it goes. Link speed has been started and 6 links are on the way. So we'll see if asd can get any damage in at all. Pericles though is getting his queen up. Both of them are actually trying to macro up, just Pericles is. But CVC, I don't know about this matchup. I play randoms from time to time on the North American server, and CVC is such a hard matchup. I feel like it can swing, from from players to players in favor of different players all the time. So it's quite a volatile matchup. So we'll see how this goes. If Pericles manages to hold this off, he's going to be in a great position, of course. But there are a lot of links coming in from asd, and circling speed is only about 30 seconds away. So we'll see how this goes. The expansion has finished, but a spine crawler is being put down, and that is very good, but it might be a bit too late. The circles from Pericles are on the ramp right now, and this has been spotted by these overloads, I suppose. And this overload is spotting everything over here. So he knows this is coming. But he has to defend this expansion. If he loses this expansion, he's going to be far behind, because asd has dropped his own right now. Cycling speed has been finished for asd right now, and this is going to be a tough hold for Pericles. And asd is droning behind this. This is going to be so tough, and this is why CVC is such a volatile matchup. I feel like you can invest a lot into units, but if you it's easy to deal damage if the other player isn't prepared. And there we see the expansion just going down, and nothing Pericles can do about that. Now Pericles is producing 12 Zerglings of his own, but he hasn't got Zergling speed, so he can't really apply pressure to asd expansion. Okay, so asd is going to be in a quite good position right now. His own expansion has been finished. He's got queens at the expansion, dropping creep tumors, and now he is going to be the one in the economic position. Still no gas from Pericles. Might want to get up gas to get Zergling speed, but I guess he knows what he's doing. This is a diamond level game, by the way, so it's quite a high level game compared to what we've seen from other submitters at Castit. And now asd is trying to poke in here again, but he's behind in armor supply, and this is Spinecrawler in position to hold this off. So it's not going to be any problem for Pericles. Evolution Chamber coming down as well from asd. I don't know what that is for really. Double Evo is more common and standard with combined with the Roach Warren to wall this off, but it's gonna go for a bit of an odd wall in here with the Baneling Nest. So oh, is he completely walled in? I don't know about that. Should probably move the spine crawler. But anyway, expansion is about to finish up for Pericles. It's got a lot of queens, with transfuse available, of course. But with the bailing nest going down, I feel like Ast can apply quite a lot of pressure here to Pericles, and Pericles still hasn't got any gas. Well, okay, he's got gas, but hasn't got any upgrades. It hasn't got metabolic boost on the way, bailing nest, no roach warren, no nothing. And I feel like all these circlings coming in from Ast, I feel like they can apply a lot of pressure and perhaps deal some damage to Pericles if he isn't prepared properly. He has walled off his ramp though, and that is very good. And here we see, oh, I've never seen this wall off really. I don't play Zerg that much, so that might be why. But same wall off from both players, kind of cool to see. All right, 10 more drones coming from Ast, but at the same time 6 banelings, so it's not gonna be a lot invested into this. And still no Zergling speed from Pericles. I don't know why. But here we see the banelings rolling in, and if these Zerglings aggro onto those, they don't. That could have been horrible. Let's see if they can get any drones. Oh, they focused on the queen, not good. Oh, we could have gotten a lot of Zerglings there. But now Ast is way ahead in the Zergling count. He's 25 to nothing. And he's gonna get this expansion again. That is not good at all for Pericles. He's got a lot of queens. He can transfuse it for a long time. But oh my god, he's gonna transfuse it. Oh, he saves it actually. That was kind of amazing. He had so many queens. He still got transfuse available. 2 more transfuses were available to him. So that was kind of cool from Pericles. Manages to save the hatchery. And he's droning up behind his 15 or 16 more drones were coming in there for a second. Now the Zerglings are going to try to run into the main base. And this is so annoying to deal with. The Zerglings can kill off a lot of drones. And it's gonna morph in some banelings, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. But I feel like these are spotted. It's gonna morph them in over there. And they cannot be spotted right now by Pericles. So that is good. But Pericles, oh, is he gonna spot it? Ah, yes he does. He does spot it. These 4 banelings are not gonna get any damage in these. There are a lot of queens out here. And now we see 6 more roaches coming from Ast. But I don't feel like it's gonna be able to apply a lot of pressure to these queens. They've got infinite transfuse, and with 3 more spine crawlers coming down, nope, no more damage is gonna be dealt. The third base is coming up from Ast, and the lair is about to finish as well. Sorry. I'm a bit tired. I just woke up. Going to DreamHack tomorrow. That's gonna be amazing. First time visiting DreamHack Summer. I'm gonna watch the StarCraft tournament and all of that stuff. It's gonna be incredible to say the least. But Pericles is going to end up behind in the economy as well if he doesn't add on his third base pretty soon. See a macro hatchery coming up as well for Ast. And if we look at the income tab, we see that Ast is actually ahead in the worker count and in the armory supply count. So Pericles, you're gonna have to make something happen here pretty soon, or else you're gonna fall behind even more. +1 attack, what's that called? It's called the missile attack, that's what it is, coming in for Pericles. But do we see anything from yeah, just now +2 actually been started from Ast, so I missed that finishing up before. And that is a big deal when you end up in these big roach battles. These upgrades make a huge difference. And now we see Pericles with a changeling trying to scout out the third base, but he's not gonna see it. Whoa, what happened with my mouse there? Okay, Overseer coming in, getting shut down by the spore crawler. Of course, these spore crawlers deal additional damage to biological units nowadays. I think they still do. I don't think they remove that. For the Muta versus Muta wars, they were kind of silly. So now I think a spore crawler 3 shots a Mutalisk, which is kind of insane. But Pericles is gonna finish up his own expansion pretty soon, and that is going to be useful, of course. The Hydralisks are already being added on for Ast, our blue side player. But I feel like these Hydras are a bit too early. You don't want to have Hydras really until the 140 army count. You want to have a big roach number before that. So we'll see. I feel like it's better to get a lot of roaches up before you mix in these expensive Hydralisks. But it did get a recent buff, or quite a recent buff. I think they upped their attack speed by, I don't know how much it was. so they might be a bit more useful nowadays. Anyway, we see the muscular augments coming in for both players, and of course the Galegal reconstitution, which gives hydras and the roaches speed, both of these upgrades. And we see some quite good creep spread from asd, not amazing, but quite good. Of course, creep spread isn't super important in CVC, because you're both going to be benefiting from the speed boost you get from it. Oh no, this is so annoying. This happens to me all the time with the rally points and stuff. I lose all my overloads. But he actually managed to save 2 of them, so that was good. 90 Swarm coming in from asd, and he's got an oversave position over here to drop a 90 Swarm in the main base of Pericles. We all see the +1 carapace coming in. Oh, there we go, for asd, and he's on +2 attack right now, so he's going to be ahead in upgrades by a whole lot when this carapace upgrade finish. We do see +2 and +1 coming up for Pericles as we speak. No, as I speak right now. So he's not gonna be super ahead in upgrades. Gonna have a small timing window where he's gonna be way ahead, but we'll see if he can make anything happen. Here we see the 90 Swarm coming in right now. I wonder why my sound effects are disabled. We'll see if it makes any noise here. Yeah, it does. Okay, so sound effects are not disabled. You see the roaches coming in, and Pericles' army is way out of position. It's going to be 200 supply army versus 150. Go to the army supply 135 to 104. And this expansion is going to finish, to die rather, the main base. Now it's going to get out of there. Oh, it's going to lose quite a bit. No, it's not. Nice work here from asd, getting a hatchery for his effort. Very nice, of course, since it's the main production. It's the only production, really, production building for Zug. Infestation pit coming in, probably just for those infestors, not swarm host, really. Feel like it's perhaps a bit too early for that, but we could see a swarm host, of course, as well. But infestors are the most standard unit in the CVC matchup to drop fungals on these huge roach hider battles that take place. But now we see Pericles perhaps try to do some damage of his own. He's going to end up behind in the income, as we can see here, and of course in the production as well. So he's going to have to deal some damage here pretty soon. But if I were asked, I would perhaps take some more expansion. He's got a lot of money, so just secure a lot of bases, try to get more hatches, and that is actually what he's going to do right now. 9 more drones coming from Pericles, and if we look at the harvest count, he doesn't really need them. You don't want to have too many harvesters, because that, of course, it doesn't allow you to get a big army, because your drones take up too much supply. But it's not gonna be a big deal. He doesn't have way too many drones. So no, we do actually see the enduring locust upgrade coming in for the swarm house. So it's gonna be for swarm house and actually not for infestors. So that's gonna be quite interesting. Waystation is such a big map for these swarm house. You're gonna have to get them in quite close. It's not like you can put your swarm house right here and they can waddle all over the map. They're gonna have to be quite close for the swarm house to deal damage. We also see the tunneling class coming in, which of course allow the roaches to regenerate HP very quickly underground. But here we see the battle taking place. Nope. We also see Burrow and Hive coming in. No Hive from our red Zerg player Pericles right now. He's gonna cancel the 4th base of Pericles, and he's got a little rogue squad over here doing damage as well. That is of course very nice. Now Pericles is gonna get on top of this army, and it's gonna deal a lot of damage. A lot of units falling right now, and if you look at the armor supply, it's okay, it's still favoring asd. I thought it was gonna be favoring Pericles, but it's not. And if you look at the income, yep, they're quite even actually. Even though asd kill off a lot of drones over here. 14 more swarmos coming. 14 swarmos, they are going to wreck this army unless they get right on top of the swarm host, which I don't think they are going to. Armor supply is now favoring Pericles, and now with the swarmos popping, yeah, okay, still favoring Pericles. +3 flyers attack, or missile attack rather, coming in. And Pericles got quite a large arm right now. I feel like he should push out, try to make something happen before it ends up too far behind in the economy. And now, as we can see, with these little spikes on these roaches, this is of course the tunneling class upgrade that gives them those fancy spikes. And as we can see, these swarmers are not going to do a whole lot with their locusts, since they're so far away from Pericles' main base and expansions and so forth. But Pericles is going to spot these swarmers right now, and what is his reaction going to be? Oh, what is he doing with these? That was a waste. I feel like swarmers are quite expensive, like 150, 100, or 150, 150. I'm not too sure about that. But that was, of course, not great for asd at all. But now it's gonna move in with a smaller roach hit squad, and these are so fast on the ground. It's actually 2.25 movement speed on the ground, I'm pretty sure. That's the same as a Zealot Marine, you know. So yeah, they're quite fast. Now see Pericles moving in, and asd is perhaps going to deal quite a lot of damage with these roaches. Roach hit squad over there, getting shut down by the Spore and Spine, but they're gonna move into the main base. Another roach hit squad at the third once again. But now Pericles is going to be pushed away by these locusts. Of course, locusts deal quite a lot of damage with a +2. I'm pretty sure it's like 16. I think 12 is the standard. Is that correct? I think that is correct. Don't take my word on that. The third base is going to fall from Pericles, and I feel like asd is playing this out very well. But his army, I mean, he's at maxed, so I don't know why. He's got a lot of minerals. He can just easily max out on roaches and something, trying to protect his swarm hosts. But I feel like he's trying to, you know, starve Pericles out for now. We'll see how this goes, rather. I'm sorry if this cast is quite uninteresting. I am not the greatest Zerg player, and right now I'm kind of tired. But I feel like it was such a long time ago. I wanted to do something at least before DreamHack. I can't cast over there, really. It's going to be very noisy and stuff. The Pericles is going to be ahead in the upgrades very soon, and when +3 attack finishes, I feel like he can just move out and try to get some damage done, and that is what he is going to do. +3 carapace is about 60 seconds away, so it's not super long. It's only a blizzard minute time, which is not long at all. Income tab, quite similar actually, surprisingly similar. Once again, but asd has been doing quite a lot of great harassment, but no, his army is gonna get shut down here. If Pericles can get on top of this army, he's got quite a lot of queens, but I feel like he should get some infestors up in this army to get a big advantage in these roach hider fights. But now see Pericles moving in. He's had enough of these counterattacks and swarm hosts. He wants to end this game right here, right now. Oh, great fungal coming in from asd. Oh, those hiders are so juicy. They only have 80 HP, and these fungals, I feel like they do like 50 damage, 40 damage perhaps. And that pushes Pericles back, but it is quickly reinforcing his army with 15 more hydralisks. 15 more hydralisks. So he's got quite a big bank, not as big as asd's bank, of course, but he can easily replenish his army when he wants to. And now we see asd being quite aggressive. He's got a small roach force here once again. This is gonna get shut down immediately. Pericles has got this creep vision, of course, so which allows him to shut that down. But a small roach force over here with burrow roaches. I don't think these have been spotted, but Pericles is moving his army over here, and now this is spotted. A couple of spore crawls in position to buy some more time with the overseer right there. These roaches are not gonna get anything done. Pericles right now is pulling ahead, way ahead in armor supply, and should just be pushing out. I see no reason for him not to. He's maxed. Asd is not. Locust moving in over there. They're not gonna get anything done. The swarmers are too far away, and Pericles is now moving out. His creep spread isn't that great, so he hasn't got the boost for his queens. His queens are ending up far behind, which actually makes his army quite a lot weaker. He's gonna miss. He's not gonna have any transfusions available for the fight. Now see +2/+2 flyers attack coming in. I guess he wants to remax on something. I don't know. Mutas wouldn't be that great since there are a lot of hiders out. You don't want to remax on Mutas versus 3/3 hydralisks. So Corruptors rather. What can they be used for? Oh, Broodlords, of course. There we see the Great Aspire coming in. Yes, Broodlords are indeed going to be in this game. Combined with the Swarmos, that's going to be a lot of free units. for asd. Asd, yes, that is correct. But Pericles, he has to move in. He has to get some damage done. You don't want to get caught by these locusts. You don't really. No, that's right. Gotta back off. 33 has been finished for these players for quite a long time. But Pericles, you have to make something happen here. He doesn't really understand that he's gonna get charged by Broodlords soon. He hasn't scouted that out at all, and these Broodlords are really gonna cut him off and deal a lot of damage to his army, unless he gets Corruptors up or something. How is this game going to end? I feel like asd is actually in a quite good position, unless Pericles can make something happen, but he isn't. He has spotted these Corruptors now though, so he might catch wind of what's going on. He should be predicting these Broodlords to come out, and I feel like he wants to transform these into Broodlords right away, or morph rather. And there we see the spire coming down from Pericles, and that is exactly what he wants to do. He needs these Corruptors in the air, combined with perhaps a couple of Infestors to fungal out the Roach Hydra army. But now asd is going to move down here, since he has spotted that Pericles' army is way out of position, and he's going to kill this third base. He hasn't even got any Harvesters over there. But now this army from asd is going to get caught completely by Pericles, and this should be the this should allow Pericles to move out and push. But 16 more roaches and 6 hydras coming in. So Pericles has to make something happen right now. You don't want to move it. Okay, those were creep tumors. I thought it was spine crawlers at the minimap. Roaches or infestors rather coming in, but they're gonna pick off immediately. Full energy infestors getting picked off without dealing a single bit of damage. Now we see the engagement taking place. Nice concave here from asd, and it's got the locust as well. Fungals coming down. They stack, unfortunately, and Fungus do not stack that at all. But Pericles is gonna win that fight, and I have no idea how he does that. But now these ones are gonna pop another round of locusts, and I feel like this is going to be at the end of Pericles' push. So these locusts deal a lot of damage, and he has got another fungal available. No, he does not. He's got a couple of infestors here. Oh, but these swarmers are gonna die. These hydras are getting on top of the swarmers. And is Pericles actually gonna win this game? I feel like asd was in a greater position the entire time, but 19 more roaches coming in from asd, and I feel like no, there's no way for Pericles to win this fight. He has got a lot of reinforcements coming though, a lot of roaches and a lot of hydras coming out across the map. And can he actually do this? 7 more Broodlords are coming in though, and I feel like there are not enough hydras or Corruptors out on the map. Still no Corruptors out from Pericles. Whoa, there we go. And asd, oh, it's gonna be so close. He is maxed, but if Pericles can do enough damage before, oh, here are the Broodlords. They are gonna move in and take down all of these bases over here. But asd hasn't got enough defense at home, and these hydras are dealing so much damage. I don't know how he's gonna hold this off. Another roach getting picked off. A couple of more roaches. No, they're just moving. They're not on the A move command. They're just on the move command. But now we see 4, 5, 7 more infestors coming in, and they can really be the nail in the coffin. But he hasn't got enough roach hydra. He's only got infestors, and he hasn't got the no. I don't think he has got the upgrades. No, what's it? P? No, something like that. I don't know. What is it? Upgrades. There we are. He hasn't got. Jesus, I can't even see these. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. He hasn't got the pathogen glands for the infestors, so they don't spawn with enough energy to fungal right away. Now the Broodlords are moving in and taking out the 4th base, and how many hydras are out on the map? The 16 hydralisks, and if these get on top of the Broodlords, they can deal a lot of damage. It's gonna move in with the roaches first to take the damage from the spawning broodlings, and that is very nice. But now the hydras are moving in. One Broodlord is falling. 2 has fallen right now. Can he get the 3rd one? He's in focus firing. 3 should be focusing this one down. 4 Broodlords have fallen. 5, 6, and yes, he's going to clean up these Broodlords easily with these Corruptors and Hydralisks. But now, what's happened to the game right now? Another counterattack of roaches over here, and this is quite a hectic game. I'm not really able to keep up with this game. Armor supply 64 to 72. Work supply is heavily favoring Yeah, let's get the names up in here. asd. So 18 more roaches coming in. I feel like this could end it all for Pericles, but Pericles has shown his ability to stay alive in this game, even though a couple of fungals they're missing, even though being behind quite a lot in the income and stuff. We'll see. This game has been going on for quite a long time to be a CVC. They're often quite short, with some circling run-bys or roach battles favoring the other player. But this game has actually been going on for a long time, 35 minutes right now, and it's only down to one mining base for Pericles. He is oversaturated over here, and yeah, he's behind by about 500 in the income, 500 minerals that is. As shortly supply block getting 5 more overloads up. But asd has lost all of his bank. He had about 2k a while ago, but now it's all gone. Put a lot into those broodlords, of course. So this is going to be his final attempt as well, I suppose. Another hatchery for both players coming down. Now was the asd moving in. What's he gonna do? Nothing. He's gonna back off. Should probably go down to his third base, but it's easy to get caught down there. And for Pericles to get a great concave on top of it. So we'll see how this goes. He has got the Infestus, of course, which are going to be amazing in this engagement. 3-3 for both players. Have finished for a long time ago. I don't know. Fester hit squad, 4 Infestor hit squad, Destiny's kind of style. A lot of Infested Terrans in this base is going to fall. There's nothing Pericles can do about that. And now asd is trying to move in. As he expects Pericles' army to move out of position, but isn't really. And yeah, asd is gonna win this fight with the fungals and queens, and that is going to be that. Okay, quite a close game, but I feel like asd was always one step ahead of Pericles, basically, except for the upgrades, which favored Pericles for quite some time actually. So if this cast was kind of lame, also, but not great CVC player, and sometimes my English is quite lackluster, I suppose. But anyway, great CVC. I want to see more replays being submitted. Great to see. Alright, bye bye.